That was a league game last night. In the NBA, you know the league game?
Right.
The game that's a built-in loss. You know you're going to lose. That's what that was for the Wings last night. But the Wings, they're too dumb to know it's a league game. So they just played their little hearts out. 5-2. Even when the goalie decided to give away the first goal of the game shorthanded. That was
ugly. I don't know if I've ever seen anything like that. That was bad.
I would just tell you it fell short of NHL quality.
That's what I read on Twitter. Somebody said that.
Oh, Costa. No,
Yeah.
I heard what they were talking about, and it's like,
A little quick to jump the gun there, buddy. It's the first period.
have you met Jim?
That's true. He flip-flops, though. We learned that yesterday.
That's right. He don't want a quarterback no more. Tomorrow he does. We need to start, though, with something.
No, he says he's actually back on the quarterback.
Okay.
He wants one of the top 4 players, 2 of which happen to be quarterbacks. If it's C.J. Stroud, it's C.J. Stroud.
He's shaking both hands.
Yep.
That's what he's doing.
Yep.
We need to start with a different direction, though. And I know this is one you brought up, and I think it's a hell of a question, so go for it. But it involves Michigan and Michigan State tomorrow night at 8. It's clear, for obvious reasons and justified reasons, this game is not the same. Like, it's just not, doesn't feel the same.
No.
I don't think there's any emotion behind it as far as sports go. It's just not the week for it.
Yeah.
And yet they're playing, so Rico had a question, and Rico, honestly, it's better if you just ask the damn thing and do it your way.
Yeah, because there have been years where both teams were dog crap, and they still played each other, and you still, you felt it was a rivalry game, even though neither one was going to do anything or go anywhere. It's no secret. The rivalry has just gotten to levels of toxicity that I can't comprehend. From what happened in the tunnel, I mean, the hockey team, they had a fight in their first game. Stuff was said that probably shouldn't have been. It's bad. And I do wonder, now that this tragedy has happened, and Michigan is coming out there, and they got a tribute for Michigan State pregame. They're giving away 2,000 specially designed T-shirts for the Maze Rage and student ticket holders. I guess the team's going to be warming up in a special warm-up shirt. A moment of silence, 30 seconds, a 12-foot by 8-foot Spartan Strong flag in the Maze Rage student section. The pep band is learning and performing Michigan State's alma mater. They're going to light up Chrysler green during the moment of silence. They're doing all of this stuff. That's great. My thing is, does this now give this rivalry a chance to hit the reset button? To go back to just being what happens on the field, what happens on the court, what happens on the ice. Instead of where it's at right now, where you might as well go out and talk politics when it comes to Michigan State, because people are just ready to fight. Whether it's the actual players, the coaches, the fans, it's nasty. It's no longer even worth watching. It's the 1 week a year in football I dread, and you just want to get it over with because it just brings out the worst in people. Through this tragedy, through the crisis, which, you have an opportunity. Hit the reset button and maybe power things down and realize life and death is really life and death. These are just sports.
I mean, it's a novel concept, but no. I don't think anything changes. No, it's sad, but I mean, also, first of all, you'd have to have an actual adult coach UofM football. So no, I don't see it. I mean, I think for Saturday, yeah. I mean, there's several incredible gestures. I don't know how you couldn't change for Saturday because we're
Saturday,
people.
See, but here's the thing: the pregame, that's scripted. What happens during the game? What happens after the game? Can show me that, you know what, this rivalry has now evolved, and it's gone back to that.
But it's also, I always go back to this, and please, let's not do low-hanging fruit. No one is doing comparative analysis. I'm making a point that no matter what, after 9/11, we were nice to each other for like 2 weeks. Yeah. And then it was right back to business and right back to treating each other like crap, right? So Monday's tragedy, yes, like this game you would hope would just be normal and would be college ball. And I don't know what it's going to be like. Like, I don't know. Look at Hunter Dickinson. Okay, I would expect that even Hunter would have a more thoughtful response to reality than to do some of the things he does. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I don't look. The game doesn't feel the same. It's not the week for it. It's just not.
It's not. But the Big Ten,
I know.
You got to play this game.
I'm not telling you not to. I'm telling you as a fan how I feel. It doesn't mean anything to me. It doesn't. It's not the week. They could be playing Nebraska. It feels the same because you can't approach this with the hatred you have. I don't
see, right, but see, that's what I'm saying.
Will the players?
Because it's the rivalry game, I don't know how they're going to react. I don't know what happens if there's a hard foul. Is it, don't worry about it. It's all good. My thing is this. Because of how bad Mike, it's gotten worse and worse each year.
No, the rivalry's to a point, it's not fun.
Right.
It's insufferable. And again, take the last 2 years. Our team won a game. Their team won a game. Neither of them was fun. Neither of them was enjoyable radio. Oh, well, your team won. It should have been. No, because it was a week of pure toxicity from you. Then we had the brawl at the end of this game, and everybody battling each other. Like, the rivalry is gross because there is no respect. Now, I tip my cap to UofM because they're doing some classy stuff, and that's, I don't know, it kind of is the only thing you can do, and it's the right thing, and sometimes those are the same thing.
And I just wonder, will it carry over? Beginning of the game,
No.
This stuff is all scripted. What happens at the end? What happens, can you go back to it just being about the game on the field, the game on the court, the game on the ice, the game on the ball field, wherever, where it's not just you dread the weeks when they play each other because it just brings out the absolute worst in the fan.
No, I do, and I don't believe anything stupid will happen. I don't. I guess maybe I'm just giving credit that the week everybody's had in this state, I don't care. And again, guys, understand something too. Whether you're a parent, whether you have a friend who has a kid there, I know someone who lived kitty corner to one of the victims. It's touched you because no matter what we say, like a place like Michigan State with 60,000 students and one of the largest alumni bases out there,
somebody knows somebody.
There's a point of contact somewhere. And then whether you're a Spartan or a Wolverine, we all know people. But like this one game, I would expect will be different and it will be classy in air quotes. But no, I don't think it'll carry. I don't think it'll change because again, look, Juwan and Harbaugh are just not those guys. They're not. They're not those guys. They're not going to step up and change. We just did a topic the other day separate of anything to do with a tragedy. Look at how Michigan behaved the other night. The ski mask, the T-shirts, Hunter and the nonsense. You know what? That's who they are. Look at Harbaugh. It's constantly something. It's constantly tweet this and hater tots. And it's always something. No, I don't think that program is programmed to want to move on and change the rivalry. They can say they don't want it that way, but they do. I came on the same way after Devin Bush and the Spartans, and what was my opening line? Both teams wanted that.
Yeah.
You can pretend it was one side. That brawl, both teams wanted that. And it doesn't make one side right or wrong. Both teams are wrong. So, no. I think Saturday, yes. I would hope, yes. Otherwise, I lose all respect for anyone who doesn't get the bigger picture. But beyond Saturday, no, Rico. I would expect next fall will be toxic as ever.
Unfortunately, when you hit me with the 9/11, you're right. For about 2 weeks.
Everyone was nice to each other.
Life was great. You felt good about your neighbors.
And then we were right back to hip-checking old ladies in the grocery store for the last box of checks.
Yeah.
So I hope to be wrong. It would be nice. But the rivalry has lost any fun to it.
248-539-9797.